the police officer Caroline Kangogo, who was being sought after by police officers, and Rift Valley Commissioner George Natembeya has actually confirmed that Caroline Kangogo has actually killed herself. Remember, this comes after police officers were seriously looking for her. We also saw the likes of a senior lawyer in the country, Senior Counsel Haminu, saying that he is ready actually to give free legal services to Kangogo only if she goes to the police officer, surrenders herself, and but then the saddest news that we're receiving right now is that Caroline Kangogo has actually, if I may say, committed suicide, killed herself. This is information that has been confirmed by the Rift Valley Commissioner George Natembeya. This is after she was allegedly accused of killing two Kenyans, a police officer, her workmate, and also another citizen here in Nairobi, in Kiambu County. And so that is the latest information that we have for you concerning Caroline Kangogo. The search has actually come to an end after the confirmation by Rift Valley Commissioner George Natembeya saying that Caroline Kangogo has actually killed herself. It is a developing story here on KTN News Center. As we try to gather more information, the search has been ongoing for over 1 week. The search began last week when we broke the news about the sudden killing of the police officer in Nakuru County. And also later on, 2 days later, there was another killing of a Kenyan here in, if I may say, Kiambu County, along Thika Road. And later on, police officers have just been looking for her. We even saw her family coming out to urge her to surrender herself to the police officers so that investigations can begin. But the latest information that we had throughout the better part of that week when police officers were looking for her, it is that at least they're trying to get lead as to where she is in terms of her phone records, in terms of her financial spendings, the sort of payments that she was doing. But for today, we can confirm for you here through the Rift Valley Commissioner George Natembeya that indeed police officer Caroline has actually taken her own life. So as and when we get more information, we shall give it to you here on a KTN News Center, a developing story right there, meaning the search for Caroline Kangogo has actually come to an end following that suicide that she has actually committed. She's killed herself, meaning suicide, definitely you've killed yourself, and the search, meaning it has come to an end. And once we get more information, as I've told you before, we shall give it to you live here on a KTN News Center. But then let's go back to that developing story still on the Kiamba constituency by-election stalemate. And I was speaking the mind of Dr. Ojwang. Dr. Ojwang, first, let me apologize for cutting you short, because we really needed to give out this breaking news that you've had about police officer Caroline Kangogo. Right now, we can say the late police officer, because she's committed suicide. You're telling us about the UDA party, if they carry the day, what it will mean for President Uhuru Kenyatta and also Deputy President William Ruto, who's been associated with the UDA party. Kindly unmute your mic.
You did, yes, and you did intervene at the right, very important message. Again, I'm sorry for the family of Kangogo. We might not know really what happened, but again, you know, even at the time that we were told she's armed and dangerous and out there, she kind of restrained herself. There were fear that she might just go in shooting spree. And she kind of, but it's tragic. We are sorry. I think what I was saying is that if we miss context and the story, then we might not get what we are talking about. And I started by saying that Kiamba is not a constituency picked anywhere in the border of Kenya. It is located quite by what the political scientist and even practitioner will call the bedroom of the president. And so if somebody raid your bedroom and he gets through and he also get a little bit of wounds by, then it doesn't look good. That is what it is. it can be healed. I don't think the implication goes to former Prime Minister Raila. I think he can get more when the president is feeling humiliated. It raises the stake, and his base is more or else intact. But what we can see is that in the course of the president's bedroom has been raided, and there is a pattern that is coming out clear. Finally, I think that, the idea that these voters considered the message and you saw the momentum a little bit build up. Of course, I think the president team and Jubilee gave a serious fight, because it was, as it is, a fight for life and survival. But it appears that what the deputy president has been doing is working in simple terms, and what the president has been trying to do has not been working. And consider the pattern. There is a time that president called his people to Sagana. There is a time that he addressed them in vernacular. There is